Hey everyone, it's Kojak, and thanks for tuning in. In this video, I'll be flying the P-47D-40 doing some bomb testing. I'll be dropping 1 by 100, 250, and 500-pound bombs over this target area. Surrounding the center of the target area is a 50-foot radius circle, marked by white tires at 30-degree increments. There are 4 more circles at 100, 200, 300, and 500 feet. Infantry are placed at 50-foot intervals up to 300 feet. 3 Tiger tanks are placed at 50 feet from center, facing the same direction in order to test armor penetration. There are soft targets and light armor at 50 feet. We'll examine impact from 4 side views and an overhead slow-motion impact. Let's get on to the first run. Coming in from the north to the south, slightly long and to the left at about 10 o'clock, 12 feet from center. Release airspeed was 400 miles per hour, with the slip ball touching the right lubber line. Using the 40 mil line as my aim point and pulling up on my lead pull from target center. At weapon release, I was at 43-degree dive angle, at an altitude of 1,219 feet AGL, and a bomb time of flight of 3 seconds. Here's the F-10 map pre-strike. Feel free to pause and look at each unit and its location. I apologize for all the tire labels. I'll be sure to remove those before the next video. Here's a slow-motion overhead view of the impact. The intent is to show the expansion of the shockwave out to about 200 feet. Plus, it's really cool to watch stuff blow up in slow motion. My impression of this strike is that for infantry less than 100 feet, you're going to get a PK of 1. Although the shockwave went out to 200 feet, the infantry at the 200-foot ring were completely unharmed. Based on cumulative damage done to these soft targets, I'm scoring the PK at .78 at a range of less than 65 feet. Lightly armored vehicles score a PK of 0 at ranges of 50 feet or less. They will take about 20% damage at that range. Proximity damage will not affect front, side, or rear heavy armor. A direct hit is required to destroy a tank. Let's roll into the test of the 250-pound bomb. This approach is also from the north, but with a shallower dive. Impact occurred about 10 feet long and a few feet left. At release, the airspeed was 402 miles per hour, with a little slip showing on the ball, but inside the lubber line. The 40 mil line is just over 100 feet from the target's center. Rather than pull lead, I just drove at this fixed point. At release, the aircraft was 35 degrees nose down from an altitude of 1,600 feet AGL and a 3.7-second bomb flight. The target setup was the same as the 100-pound bomb test. You can see the impact about 10 feet south and a few feet to the east, and the shockwave going out to about 220 feet. Against infantry, the 250-pounder could not reach out to 200 feet. It performed considerably better against soft targets at close range and did almost double the damage to lightly armored vehicles at 50 feet compared to the 100-pounder. And, like the 100-pounder, without a direct hit, the 250-pounder is ineffective against tanks. For the third and final bomb run, we'll look at the devastation a 500-pounder can cause. This was a horrible run-in, so the release parameters are useless. I approached this time from the northwest, and while the release was ugly, the impact results are certainly valid. Speed was too fast at 445. Flight was coordinated, but I was in 19 degrees of left bank. The 40 mil line is low and right of target center, which is not where you want it, unless you're going 445 and 19 degrees of bank with just the right amount of rudder in a 39-degree dive. But this is a video about bomb effects, not how to actually conduct a dive bomb. So let's take a look at what the 500-pounder did to the target. For this strike, there is a Tiger at target center with infantry at 50-foot intervals out to 500 feet. The point of impact is about 12 feet short of the target, and for some reason, the shockwave fades at about 100 feet. My analysis is that the 500-pounder, compared to the other bombs, is a beast. It will eliminate any infantry within 300 feet. Soft targets inside of 60 feet from impact will also be completely destroyed. Lightly armored vehicles will suffer critical damage up to 50 feet and ultimately cease to exist. But perhaps most importantly, here is proof that blast damage from a 500-pound bomb will take out a heavy tank. And there you have it. 3 bombs, 3 tests, and 3 reasonable analyses to give you a sense of how much you need to practice dive bombing in your Warbird. I hope this video has provided you with some good information and maybe a couple of laughs. Click the comment button and share a thought or two. Fly safe, have fun, and thank you for watching.